Yo, what is up? You've done it. You made the plunge. You took the risk. You bought the alpha. Star Citizen. Let's go. So, this is the launcher, of course. It's how you launch the game. It's how you download and update the game. And I've already got it downloaded and updated. So, we're just going to start it. And now, the game, you gotta keep in mind it is an alpha, so it's gonna be buggy. It may crash, it may do this, may do that. I'm not really gonna go into like bug fixing and stuff. There's Google for that. If you have problems, just consult Google and you'll probably get it resolved really quickly. But we're just gonna wait on the game to load up real quick. It doesn't take very long for me, shouldn't for you either. I don't by any means have a beast of a computer, so here we go. Main menu. Alright. So, this is, of course, the main menu, and you have 3 options, and 3 options only. And you may be thinking, well, damn, this is basic. Well, yeah, it's an alpha. You don't get a whole lot, but let me explain what everything is. So, I'm going to start from the bottom. Start it from the bottom. Options. And you're gonna see graphic settings. They don't really make a big performance difference. So, yeah. They really don't. So, it's gonna run like shit either way. Just saying. It's an alpha. It's extremely unoptimized, especially on the multiplayer level. So, I just crank it. Audio, blah, blah, blah. These things seem to get reset a lot for me as well. Just saying. Just saying. I don't really have any settings to recommend, which is odd. But I would just leave it for now. Because every time the game updates, they're gonna get reset. I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm not. And that's just for the alpha anyway. So Arena Commander, this is the stuff that matters. Arena Commander, this is like a simulation within the game. It's meant to be a video game within a video game, so it's like, some games have like a target range, a practice range. Well, this is the Star Citizen equivalent of that. You got multiplayer, single player, and private matches like for your friends. And I'm really not going to go into all that too in depth because that's not what you want. That's not what you came for. Come on. We got Star Marine. This is the first person shooter aspect of the game. It's Call of Duty, Counter-Strike-ish. It's not really meant to be a standalone game. It's just a module of the game that they've kind of put in to work on the shooting. What's the word I'm looking for? The shooting mechanics and the multiplayer mechanics. They're trying to kind of dial that in, and this is kind of their testing bed to do that on. And now the part that you've all been waiting for: the universe. Ooh, universe. So this is the multiplayer universe where everyone is, where you can interact with people, you can kill people, you can give people a ride, you can ask for a ride, you can try out someone's ship, whatever. So there's 3 components of this universe right now. Area 18 is a place that's in development. You can't do a lot there yet, so I'm not gonna show it. I'm sorry. There's not much there. I'm sorry. You got Crusader. This is the place you want to go. Crusader is a planet. It's a system of planets, but it's kind of named after this specific planet, which I'll show you in a minute. But Hangar here, this is where you can get your ship customized and all that, which I'll show you real quickly. I don't want to drag it on too much, but it is useful to know this in the beginning. So loading, and here is my Hangar. This is my ship right here. It's Aegis, or Aegis, I don't know how you say the names, but what is this, a Stalker? I don't know, but you can go up to like your guns and like you know, change them to something if you have something bought, which you won't in the beginning, and you won't need to worry about this type of thing. But yeah, this is your hangar. If you go in here and your ship's not here, don't freak out. It's okay, I promise. You go to one of these and you click on the little dot and you can select your ship that you want to display at this particular X. There's 3 of them in here, I think. One at each end and one in the middle. So you notice in the main menu in the beginning it had the option that said Crusader. That's the PU, the persistent universe. And you can actually get to that from inside your hangar. You go to this little elevator and you click use right here. And you click that. And here, if you have any friends in games, it'll show like different instances. At this stage of development, they only have 24 player instances, but that will be expanded majorly later on. So I'm just going to quick join, launch, and that'll put me into one of those mini instances. And this does take a little bit longer to load than just a, say, single player, what's it called? Arena Commander match or something. Practice match or race. You can race in Arena Commander. It's kind of cool, but if you have like a Aurora starter ship, it's not going to do very well. The Mustang can race pretty decently, and I have an Avenger Titan. It races quite well as well. I've won a good few races, and I'm not particularly good. And we should be loading into here pretty quickly now. The big ship you see there is currently the biggest ship in the game. I believe it's called the Starfarer. It's kind of cool. Come on. I know you want to. And loading times can take, well, they vary. I've waited a long time before, and I thought the game would like crash, but it didn't. It's just give it some time if it does that. And here you see we wake up in our little bed at Port Olisar. Port Olisar is the kind of the central hub in the baby persistent universe that we have. And it's called the persistent universe because the idea is this game is a virtual universe that anyone can come into and do just about anything they want. But at this stage of development, we have a really small version of said universe. It's more like a single system. And what you see here, this is where you order your ship. And when I say order your ship, I mean you request it. And there's landing pads out here, and your ship will just like auto fly to a certain pad out of, the idea is it's in storage and it flies out of a hangar on autopilot, you know. So we're just gonna request our ship. You just walk up to one and press F to use. And the thing is, these are glitchy. You'll notice it didn't work. See, this one worked. And we're gonna request our ship. And you'll see it says landing pad B07. So we're just gonna press an arrow key to walk away, and you'll see there our ship is lit up in green. Now we could follow the signs as well, so we're going to B07. So according to the sign, we're needing to go this way for 7. I guess out here. And there's some loading glitches, because you know it's an alpha. So follow the signs. And also I'm running the highest settings on a GTX 760, so yeah. Don't be put off by the apparent poor performance, because It's extremely unoptimized at this stage. So we're just going outside here. Our ship is right up here. And here is Port Olisar. That's not mine, that's a Cutlass. They're pretty cool. They're tough. And here's mine. But before we get in here, let's just admire Port Olisar here. These rings rotate, but in the current build of the game, they're broken. They used to rotate, and they will rotate later. It's really, really cool looking. And this here, this is Crusader, the planet. And the system is named for this planet because it's fucking huge. And we're just gonna get into our ship. You just go up to the door and press F to use, that opens it. And you'll have to learn like where the opening points are and stuff. But I'm just gonna close my door again. There we go. And we're gonna get into our ship. Your ship will be different depending on which one you get. They all work a little differently. See, I have a little bed here. Acts like a respawn point. If you're out in space and you want to log out, you just get in your bed and you log out. Make sure you're in a safe place though, because your ship will persist for a while. And here we go, we're in our ship. It'll take a little bit to boot up and everything. And once it does, you should be able to press space to launch yourself up. And I'm just pressing F4 to get another view here, scrolling with the mouse wheel. Move your mouse around to move your ship like this. And to go out of landing mode, you press N. But be careful because your ship, it's fast, okay? And you will crash into things if you're not careful, which, you know, it doesn't matter. You get your ship back due to insurance, but it's certainly not fun to just crash into your landing pad every time. So I'm pressing F4 again to get back to my normal view of the cockpit. And at this point, you've pretty much made it to the, you know, typical beginner stages. There are missions you can do. If you'd like, you can press B, and this brings up warp destinations. So, you know, in Star Wars, you know, they go light speed, and in Star Trek, they, well, yeah, they warp. So these are warp points you can go to. See, this one seems to be really far away, so we're just gonna press F on ICC probe. I believe it was 849, and there you go. You warp there. Let's get some cool views. And the thing is, this is all done. This isn't a loading screen, like it's actually here. And we've got this calm lady talking because she's trying to give us a mission. We're gonna ignore her, but anyways, there's a planet we just came from. It looks big because it's huge, even from here. You know, we got all these points you can go to in the baby PU. We're gonna go to Korea. If you want to have like a dogfight or something, Korea is basically the place to go right now. Here we go. And at this point, I'm really not giving any in-depth tutorial type things. You know, like, I'm just showing you how stuff works, showing you around the game, what all you can do. Let's see. I don't think anyone's here at Korea. Yes, they are. There's someone here. Let's see. Alright, so now we see this person. Now if I wanted to, I could blow this person up. I could say hi. I could ram them with my ship. do whatever you want. That's a bit of the idea of the game. And right now it's severely limited, like there's not a hell of a lot to do. But when they start adding more content, when they can stop focusing on the basics of the game, of the engine, of the mechanics, that is when this game is going to really shine. And I am beyond excited for that. But for now, we've got this baby PU we can put around in. We can interact with players. We can do a few missions. We can go exploring. Let me bring up Yella. Yella is an asteroid field. I recommend, if you just buy the game, it's a really cool place to go and just look around. And that's honestly what I've been doing a lot in this game. I've just been looking around because it's so cool. You'll notice that on the screen it says QF, that's quantum fuel. If you run out of that, you can't warp anymore. And just look at this asteroid field. It's so cool. It's huge too. Let's see, now we are going 825 kilometers per hour. And that's how fast it looks in the asteroid field of Yella. And there's stuff in this field that you can find and explore. But I'm not going to ruin any of that for you. I'll let you explore it on your own. And let's see. One more thing that I want to do is, remember I said you got like guns and you got fuel and all that? Let me just fire some guns to show you. What is that? The mass drivers or something. Those really heavy guns. And we're gonna go to Cryastro Service. There are a few Cryastro Service stations, and this is where you go to get fuel, to re-equip your weaponry, shoot some missiles, restock your missiles. And I'm just gonna show you how that works real quick. So here's these stations. And you'll see there's someone on a pad. Now if I really wanted to be just a dick, you could shoot this dude. But don't do that. Don't do that. Don't be a dick. I know it's tempting, but don't do it. So what you do is you go into landing mode by pressing N. One of these pads will light up like this. That means that's the one it wants you to go to. A little bit like air traffic control, but in space. And we're just gonna slowly hover on over to it and get just over the pad. And one of the really cool things about this is once you get over the pad, you can auto land by holding in. That's really cool. And it'll just auto land you on the pad. Now you don't have to do that. I will stress that you can just land on your own.
Landing complete.
And then you can restock all your stuff.
Stand by. Restocking ammunition.
And if you repair, there's these little robots that come out and they like do stuff to your ship. It's pretty cool, but we don't have any damage at the moment, thankfully. And we're just gonna take off. And we're just gonna jet out of here. Look at those graphics. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And now, we're gonna go back to Olisar, just, you know, for the entertainment value of it. And I believe that is about all this video is gonna contain. Oh no, Olisar is obstructed. Looks like we're gonna have to go somewhere else to get there first. So you'll notice some things are obstructed. That means there's something in the way of that jump point. So you have to go somewhere else and then go to that jump point that was previously obstructed. So are we still obstructed here? Olisar.
You chose the wrong part of
It
space to
is.
fly through.
Oh look, we have a pirate. Now I could engage these pirates, or I could be a pussy and jump out like I'm gonna do. Because I don't want to get blown up for a video, and dogfights take quite a while. So I'm just gonna make it simple for us. And we're gonna go back to Olisar.
Complete.
Here we go.
Travel initiated.
And you can manually warp, I will say that. But at this current stage of development, there's an invisible wall.
Quantum travel complete.
Yeah, thanks Trump. But you'll run into it and you'll just die if you go too far. So I wouldn't recommend manually warping anywhere. So we're just gonna land here by pressing N, getting us a landing pad assigned to us when we get close to it. And you see we're on pad 1. How lucky. So we're just gonna hover on over to it, get up a little bit more speed. Let's go third person for the view. Oh, look at them skills. And this is strut A. As you can see, it says A on top of that big building. That's kind of useful. Like if you have friends and they're like, yo, where you at? And you're on strut A. Perfect landing, alright. I'm just gonna get out of the ship and we're pretty much done. Thank you guys for watching this very basic introduction to Star Citizen. So, see you guys in the next video.